Hey there! In today's episode, we're diving into 10 real laws and customs from around the world. So strange, you'll swear someone just made them up. Because the world isn't only about different languages or cuisines. It's also full of rules and traditions so bizarre that to an outsider they sound absolutely unbelievable. Some are funny, some strict, and some surprisingly wise. Seriously, stick around till the end. The last one will blow your mind. Let's begin. Switzerland, a country famous for watches, chocolate, and apparently the emotional well-being of its tiniest citizens. Here, certain animals are considered social creatures. What does that mean? Well, for example, you're not allowed to own just one guinea pig. The law says they need companionship. It's literally illegal for them to live alone. The same goes for parrots. One bird would simply get bored out of its mind. So in Switzerland, you can't buy a guinea pig by the piece. It's kind of like shoes. They only come in pairs. Weird, maybe, but when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense. Loneliness hurts, no matter how small you are. China. In some parts of China, funerals aren't just solemn occasions. They're full-on performances. Yes, really. There's an actual job called professional mourner. These women are hired to cry, wail, sing, and even act out emotional scenes at funerals. Sounds odd? Sure. But in their culture, the louder the crying, the greater the respect for the deceased. Families pay not just for the service, but for the honor of a proper, heartfelt farewell. You could say it's like hiring a band or a photographer, just in a far more dramatic form. Greece. Picture this, a romantic walk around the Acropolis. The sun is setting, the view is perfect. And a guard politely asks you to take off your heels.
Huh?
Wait, what? Yep. Since 2009, high heels have been banned at many ancient sites in Greece. The reason's pretty practical. Sharp heels can damage those 2,000-year-old stones. So ladies, if you're visiting, skip the stilettos and pack sneakers or comfy sandals instead. The marble will thank you. Finland. In Finland, speeding tickets don't come with a fixed fine. They're calculated based on your income. It's called the defy system, meaning the richer you are, the more your bad driving costs you. And it's not just theory. Every now and then, headlines pop up about millionaires who paid the price of a luxury car for going a few miles over the limit. Sounds like a nightmare for the rich, but Finns say it's fair. A fine should hurt everyone equally. So yeah, in Finland, they measure speed not just in kilometers per hour, but also in euros. Japan. Since 2008, Japan has had something called the Metabo law. Basically, it's the anti-obesity law. Companies and local governments are required to measure the waistlines of adults aged 40 to 74. If you exceed the official limit, you're sent to special diet and health programs. It's not about shaming anyone. It's about fighting diabetes and heart disease before they start. And in a country where people live long lives, the government wants to make sure the elderly spend those years anywhere but in hospitals. France. Only the French could make bureaucracy sound poetic. In 2008, the small town of Sarperin passed a local law forbidding residents from dying. Yes, dying. It sounds like a comedy sketch, but it's a real ordinance. Why? The local cemetery ran out of space, and the mayor, in pure French style, declared, "If you haven't bought a plot, you're not allowed to die." Obviously, no one can enforce that, but it became a legendary symbol of small-town desperation. You could say that in Sarpurinks, the law quite literally forces people to stay alive. Thailand. Many tourists find this out the hard way. E-cigarettes are completely banned in Thailand. You can't bring them in, sell them, or even use them. Regular cigarettes? Totally fine. Vapes? Nope. Break the rule and you risk a hefty fine, confiscation, or even jail time. For travelers, it's quite the surprise, especially since e-cigs are normal in so many other countries. Singapore. This place keeps its streets clean with more than just good manners. The most famous example, the legendary chewing gum ban. Unless it's nicotine gum or dentist approved, it's forbidden to import or sell gum at all. Get caught, and you could face a fine of up to $70,000, or even 2 years in prison. Oh, and tossing gum on the street, that'll be about $200. Don't worry though, it mostly applies to large-scale importers. If you show up with a single pack in your suitcase, they'll probably just confiscate it and give you a warning. Italy. In the Italian town of Eboli, officials once decided that love could be dangerous. Specifically, love in cars. In 2008, they banned excessive displays of affection inside vehicles, citing traffic safety. Apparently, couples distracted by passion were a road hazard. Break the rule, and you could be fined up to €500. So yeah, in Eboli, even romance comes with a parking ticket. The Philippines. Here, marriage really does mean, till death do us part. It's one of only 2 countries in the world where divorce isn't generally legal for Catholic couples. Instead, you can apply for annulment, separation, or, if you're Muslim, a religious divorce under Sharia law. Why? Because of the powerful influence of the Catholic Church on politics and society. So thousands of couples who'd simply divorce elsewhere spend years in court trying to prove their marriage was invalid from the start. It's expensive, exhausting, and often only for the wealthy. Reform is being discussed, but for now, in the Philippines, a wedding isn't just a celebration, it's a commitment you really can't take back. South Korea. In South Korea, eating is a ritual of respect. The golden rule: no one touches their food until the oldest person at the table takes the first bite. It's not a suggestion, it's a social law. Reaching for your food first would be seen as incredibly rude. And when it comes to drinks, you never pour for yourself. You pour for others, and they pour for you. It might sound strict, but in reality, it's a beautiful system of mutual respect that everyone follows. From family dinners to business meetings. New Zealand. And finally, one of the most poetic laws on Earth. In 2017, the Wanganui River, sacred to the Maori people, was granted legal personhood. Yes, the river is now considered a living entity with rights of its own. The government appointed 2 guardians, one representing the state and one from the Maori tribe, to speak for the river in all matters, from environmental protection to legal disputes. It's a groundbreaking idea, a law that literally gives nature a voice. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Which of these laws surprised you the most? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.